Hey, my brother, how are you?
I am doing awesome. What a great Thursday we're backing up on. How's your morning been going so far?
Man, my morning has been amazing, man. Came to work today and trying to have a few things to take care of. I have a few patients on the line that I gotta,
Okay.
you know, but it's just about helping people, man. Helping people get treated, helping people get their, new forms of treatment. What about you, my brother?
It's been a good morning. I've been really vibing it this morning. So I've been out there, doing the whole thing with our new vertical called Vibe that we've got
Right.
going. But I ran across something really really cool this morning, and I'm going to just surprise you with it because it's just so powerful. We'll get through some of the things, but I
Okay.
read a blog this morning that Deepak Chopra wrote, and it's entitled "How to Create Meaningful Relationships." But
Oh, wow.
but
Love
more
that.
importantly, talk about how to create meaningful relationships. But I really looked at it from the standpoint of how to create a relationship with your business, and looked at it
Absolutely.
from that standpoint because that's what we're talking
Right.
about here with ibuumerang, with your job. Your job is your business. Your family is your business. Taking that business perspective, here's the very first thing he said you have to do, and that
Okay.
is listen and be present.
Listen and be present.
What does that mean to you,
Wow.
my brother?
When you're talking about listening, so many times we think about listening just meaning to hear what somebody says, but
Hmm.
that's not what it means. Actually, listening and being present, because so many times just like we said,
Hmm.
we feel like you're present, even you're physically present in somebody's eyes, but
Right.
you're mentally or emotionally absent in the conversation. You want to
Oh, I
make
love it.
sure being
Mhm.
present means you are physically present, you're emotionally present, and you are physically participating in the conversation or being there with somebody. Let them understand that you really care about them, about having that relationship, about having that conversation, and being in their place, making yourself feel like you're really understanding how they go through life and whatever situation that they're dealing with. You're also making sure that you're participating in that situation. And that means that you really listen to somebody and care, that you really be present in their
Oh,
life.
absolutely, and I love that because it's that whole concept of caring that you're
Yes,
talking about there, and that's a big part of I think what attracts so many people to iBoomerang is because the foundation, and it's called the Boom Foundation, but the foundation of it all is about caring. It's about
absolutely.
giving and
Yes,
not about receiving. I read that and I was reading, all right, listening and being present. And one of the things that came up to my mind, and Peggy's joined us, so hey to Peggy and hey to Charlie. Both of you are on right now. One of the things that came up
awesome.
on for me about being present is eliminating the noise. When you get
Right,
so tuned into the noise and you get so
right,
tuned into what's going on peripherally, you can't be in the present. And I think today, especially in this country, in this society that we live in here, there is so
yes,
much noise. Whether it's
absolutely.
about a criminal impeachment, whether it's about people getting shot, whether it's about 10 people trying to vie for president on a particular party, whether it's about a catastrophe that happened, that noise can wreak havoc with you being present, and you really can't allow that to happen.
No, I mean, first of all, it takes away your focus. It
Right.
distracts you. It distracts you. One of the things that we're talking about yesterday, and I even shared this with my group, is about developing ADD, attention, distraction, action. Is it action, distraction,
It's attention
defense?
deficit disorder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
defense system. So you really are creating a defense system where which will be able to, more like a defense, which will be able to prevent any abstract information from coming
Right.
to you. Because so many times we get a lot of distractions,
Right.
a lot of things going on outside of our world. But guess what?
Right.
Just like you wake up in the morning, right? You get see
Mhm.
notification. People, because all those notifications are requests that people want from you. People need something from you. That's why they keep sending you messages. They need you to respond.
Exactly.
And we are so fond of jumping on and start texting and replying all those things without necessarily being present in your own self and dealing with yourself. Like your first thing in the morning, you want to look at yourself, you want to deal with yourself, being present in your own moment, because as soon as you jump into the life of somebody else, because you jump on your phone and start replying to messages, and
Right.
you feel overwhelmed, and by midday you feel so exhausted, like your day is already gone. Shout out to my friend Jingy, who is joining us over here.
Hey.
And it's amazing. But you talk about being present, man. Being present is actually you looking at the situation, looking at life, looking at how it is, and being, you say, you know what, if I'm really being present to this, you let life being, you let that situation occur for you. Like, if you and we are so fond of pretending like we actually understand what somebody else is saying, but understanding is different. It's totally different from really listening and being present to see how you can help this person, whatever situation, whatever is going on in their lives, and how you can help them.
Oh, absolutely. And I want to give a shout out to Michael Simon Hall and to Rob, both for joining us. The whole way you describe presence there, I mean, that's a great segue into Deepak Chopra's second way to develop a strong relationship, and that is to practice non-judgment. If you are willing to help someone and
Right.
be present and be willing to help them, you are embracing non-judgmental lifestyle. And being, boy,
Absolutely.
judging and judgmental is so hard. It is so
Right.
hard.
We grow in a society, or the way life is. I mean, this applies to everybody around the world. We grow in an environment where we learn what's wrong and what's right,
Right.
and we start learning how to judge from childhood. We learn what's wrong and what's right, but as we expose ourselves, like what we're doing right here, this
Yeah.
program that we're doing right here has skyrocketed my learning abilities, like has pushed me to learn so many new things that I wouldn't have the ability or willingness to do it, without this. And the reason why I said that is because the judgment that we have,
Mhm.
it can be eliminated. It can be eliminated as soon as you put yourself in the presence of somebody else. As soon as you put yourself in the shoes of somebody else, like there's nothing that's wrong. What it is, like what there is there is. Like if something happens, right?
Mhm.
For example, somebody, God forbid, somebody shot somebody. Like,
Right.
okay, my dad died last year.
Mhm.
Okay, good example. My father died last year.
Mhm.
Maybe something happened, and I don't want to look at the cause of the death. Like, what can I do to change that, to change the event that happened?
Right.
There's nothing I can do about it. It happened, and that's what life is. We deal with life the way it is, and trying to impress, or what can I say, not impress, but actually trying to be in the presence of somebody else, make
Mhm.
them understand that this is a situation that I am, and how I understand how you feel about the situation, and how can I help without necessarily judging them what's wrong or what's right, because the time you take in judgment, it's
Right.
enough time you should have taken to actually help this person.
Oh, absolutely. When you said that, it hit on several different levels for me. One thing when I think about judging and being non-judgmental. Being non-judgmental has to start with not judging yourself.
Yes.
You can't judge yourself, and there is a difference between judging and questioning. Because
Right.
questioning, you're trying to learn. Judging, you're setting a barrier up of some type, and you're saying,
Absolutely.
I'm not going there. And so, if you are someone who is judging what you're doing,
Right.
then in your business, at your work, in your life, guess what? When you are judging yourself, you're inviting people in to judge you, because
Totally.
that's the norm you have set for yourself. Whereas when you're questioning, what can I do different? How can I grow? You talked about that, and it's right. Being on this program every single day has caused both of us to grow in areas we've never even anticipated, but because
Absolutely.
of what happens, and then the audience that we have. Roger joined us. Hey, Roger. The audience
Hey,
that we
Roger.
have, that joined, that's here, that brings our level of commitment up to another level, and that commitment diminishes the judgment. That makes
Right.
sense?
Absolutely. Because you're looking at the commitment. Commitment actually diminishes the judgment because there's literally no time for you to, if you're committed to something, to seeing the success of something, you
Right.
just go ahead, you just go with the flow and just get it done. You don't have time to think about it. Like, am I really going to do this today? You just go ahead and do it.
Right. Right. Exactly. Which leads me to a third thing, which I love this one, and this is really hard for me. This is probably the hardest one for me, and that is to create healthy boundaries. Boy, creating
Ooh.
healthy boundaries, I admit I have a hard time with that. Really have a hard time with that because when you do that, you run the risk of pissing people off. But if you do, so what? It's not you that caused it; it's their reaction to it that caused it. But
Right.
talk to me, my brother, something about healthy boundaries.
When you talk about healthy boundaries, I'm looking at a situation where we are in a position where, I mean, we are so privileged to be in a position where people have to tell us no. You know,
Right.
I learned, they meant as many no's as you hear, the more successful you're gonna be. Because guess
Right.
what? You are trying to change the life of somebody else. And
Right.
I also learned that when we were looking at, like we're doing in our business,
Right.
let's start looking at the number of lives that we impact rather than the number of people that we have on the team.
Wow. Wow.
Because as
Yeah.
soon as we start thinking about the number of families that we impact, you look at yourself every morning, you say, how many lives am I going to change today? How many people, how many families am I going to enhance today by helping them see an opportunity for them to add more source of income into their household? Because as soon as you have that dimension, as soon as you have that mentality of
Mhm.
actually helping families to change their financial lifestyle,
Yeah.
then it occurs for you. If somebody doesn't succeed, if somebody doesn't accept your proposal, you really feel the impact of them not actually being able to change their lifestyle. And you're talking about healthy boundaries. I'm looking at opportunity where somebody says no, and these are like close friends and families to you, and you're so convicted. As soon as you have an opportunity, you're super excited to go out there
Mhm.
and just tell everybody around the world, which is good excitement.
Mhm.
You have that excitement and you go out there and tell people. Definitely people are gonna say no, but now you want to develop that healthy boundary, just like you said. As soon as that person say no, we have a tendency as human beings, of course, you get pissed, you know.
Right. Right.
You get really pissed at this person, and you might not even want to talk to them anymore. But there's no problem. But we create that vacuum, we create that gap between us. We feel like your life is your business, and if they're not joining your business, then they're no longer in your life, you know.
Mhm.
But what I've learned is actually go back and call your friends. You were friends before the business, so you're always going to
Right.
be friends. You're always going to be
Right.
families. You don't want to create that. You don't want to. The healthy boundaries come between your relationship with people and your relationship with people and your business, because
Oh,
you know people don't care about your success. People don't care whether you start a business or not. What they care is to see the change in your life as an impact, as a result of that business. And they will only come to you when they realize that, wow, I can really see the reason why you're doing this business, because that's really changed your life. How can I change my life as well as, like you did? Then they
Right.
become part of your business.
Oh, absolutely. I love that because as you were talking, something came to my mind. It's one of my favorite mantras, and I'm sure with your daughter, you've introduced her to Dr. Seuss and all the great things that he
Absolutely.
absolutely he teaches. But Dr. Seuss, I think, for me, defines a healthy boundary, and that
Right.
is when he says, "Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." And it's when you
Absolutely.
get that reaction, that's that healthy boundary. And just like you said and showed there, it's really pretty cool that as you look at this from a perspective of, hey, you're still my friend. We can go have a drink or coffee together. We can still hang
Right.
out.
Right.
It doesn't mean that stops, but the priority may be shifting a little bit.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the priority may be shifted because look at you are fighting to help people around the world to change their financial status. That's your goal. In fact, that's our goal. We are consultants to help people around the world. And if you you can go out there and meet millions and millions of people, and a fraction of them are gonna say, really want to say, oh, you know what, I really want to change my lifestyle. I really want to change my financial cycle. I really want to change the lives of my family. And those a fraction of people are going to accept to make that change, But that doesn't stop you. How you doing, Kim? Thank you so much for jumping us today. So, it's really how much of how much you really want to keep your relationship, because everything that we're talking about today is really about relationship and how you can maintain your relationship without necessarily, you can maintain your business, healthy business,
right,
healthy relationship with people who even people who say no to you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right. And we've always said that no really just means next opportunity. It's what no stands for. And
Absolutely.
So, and if someone says no to you, they're not saying no to you as a person. They're saying, no, this is not the right opportunity for me right now.
Absolutely.
That's what they're really saying. So you can't take it personally.
Not at all. Yeah. There are times when people have said no to us who are, irrespective of business, irrespective of anything. Right. You even go to your boss, you might propose something to your boss and your boss say no. It doesn't mean they hate you. You still work there,
Exactly right. Exactly right. You still work there. It doesn't mean they hate you.
Yeah,
that's right.
Right, and it doesn't mean you're fired. It literally just means I disagree with your idea today. It doesn't mean they're not going to agree with the idea tomorrow. You may want to, do something different, but that's just the way it is.
Absolutely. Well, my brother, this has been awesome. There's a bunch more we can talk about later on, but we've kind of laid the groundwork for what we do here, and that is we give to people and impact people all across the world, and don't even know sometimes the impact we're having, which is the real part of giving out there.
Right.
So if someone wants to learn more about what we do and what we're all about, how can they do that?
Just want to read what Kim just said here. Kim said it means not right now. It means not right now. Shout out to Kim right there. That's an amazing conversation right there, But somebody who's watching this right now, maybe you're watching on Facebook, maybe you're watching it on YouTube, maybe somebody's sharing this video with you, just get back to the person and say, hey, tell me more information about this thing. And we if you're watching this on my channel, on Bart's channel, on the profiles, just go on the page and text in the comment below and say, tell me more. And we're gonna, provide you more information on how to go about this ibuumerang thing. And if you just want to check out the product and you want to check out what it is and how we're doing it, the benefits, and how you can actually change your own family, just say me. And we're gonna send you a technology. You can go in there and play with it and see what it is. We have many people who became customers first and decided to say, you know what, I really love this and I really want to make money out of this thing. So you just go ahead and do it. But I'm really super excited about what's coming up on Saturday, because
the same thing, brother.
On Saturday we're gonna have tremendous information about our new vehicles that we're introducing into the company.
Oh, exactly. In fact, anyone on this call, you're welcome to be part of that call. It's at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. Either you can go to mine or Rudy's Facebook page, or go to the ibuumerang Facebook page. It'll be streaming live there. All we know is that this thing is launching December 6th. We cannot wait to find out all the details. You can join with us. And then what I would say to you is get back to us and say, hey, I want to be part of Vibe. Doesn't mean you have to be part of ibuumerang. Vibe is a different vertical, and you can do something just with Vibe if you're a rideshare driver. This is calling your name, folks. It's big time calling your name.
Absolutely, my brother. I can't wait for us to jump on this again tomorrow, man.
All right, my brother. You have an amazing Thursday. I'll see you tomorrow. Guys, thanks for joining us. Boom to everybody.
Boom.